it's your girl Shalae. I'm back today with another video. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the child tax credit. Now guys, we have a new bill that will provide benefits and monthly checks up to $350 per child. But there's a catch. So if you want to find out the latest child tax credit proposal, you already know what to do. Stay tuned. Your girl's got you covered. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, hi, hello, hey friend. My name is Shalae, and here on this channel, we discuss shopping, saving, and everything in between. I would love to have you a part of my internet family. It's super easy, right? Click the big old red subscribe button down below, and you're in just like that. And while you're at it, go ahead and give me a like, especially if you enjoy bringing this content to you every single day, because guys, when I tell you I enjoy it, I enjoy it. And while you're at it, go ahead and grab a copy of my ebook where I teach you to do exactly what I'm doing, making this money on YouTube for $14.97. Or if you want to try out Amazon Prime before they raise their prices, because you guys know it is going up like everything else in the world, definitely go ahead and try it out for 30 days free. Now, let's go ahead and kick things off with the child tax credit, because Senator Mitt Romney of Utah, guys, he's been quietly pushing like a Republican-friendly version of the expanded child tax credit. Now, he's hoping that this will gain bipartisan support, but you all know that right now we are at a standstill when it comes to the child tax credit. And a lot of people just, frankly, they've lost hope that it would ever come back, right? Now, let me go ahead and keep it real with you guys, because Romney's form of extra monthly payments, it would add a work requirement. It's going to slash some programs that we're already used to, like SNAP and TANF, and it's going to make significant changes to the tax code. Now, wait a minute, because I know you're going to dismiss this bill, but let me go ahead and explain, okay? While the additional work requirements and the reduced programs could be a tough pill for Democrats to swallow, or hey, just even us to swallow, right? This may be the only way to get bipartisan support and the only way to get the expanded child tax credit on the president's desk. Now, Romney, he has largely worked with fellow Republicans on his plan, and he's had a few conversations with some Democrats. Now, he wouldn't name who he talked to, okay? But he has been talking to people within the last month or so, according to a aide that's familiar with the proposal. Now, according to the aide, he said, hey, I think the momentum is growing. There's quite a bit of interest out there because folks wants to do the right thing, and they said, hey, they think that a lot of folks to the left are realizing that they can't do it without bipartisan support, and if they don't come to some type of resolution, it's not going to happen. So it's really unclear right now which Democrats may be receptive to Romney's pitch, but he did say Thursday that there are several Democrats who have expressed interest and have spoken with him. All right. Now let's go ahead and have a heart-to-heart when it comes to the child tax credit debate, because right now it hasn't made any type of progress when it comes to the Democrat side as well. And we know that Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia, which is a key vote for the Democrats, he still opposes the previous policy. So he doesn't like the child tax credit and what we have right now. And one of Manchin's top concerns, which Democrats cannot satisfy, is that people who aren't working will still be able to receive the child tax credit. Now, Manchin has told reporters that any expanded child tax credit should include a work requirement, and he's even looked at limiting the income to $75,000 or less. And he had this in an interview that he did, I want to say like in January. It was with I think Talkline, or I think it was with Talkline that he had this interview. But in a statement on Wednesday, he said that he supports the existing child tax credit that is still in place, which doesn't provide monthly direct payments to parents. So, I don't know. It's like a lot of back and forth. Now, we all know that the American Rescue Plan that was passed last year, it boosted the child tax credit from $2,000 to $3,600 to children under the age of 6, and then $3,000 for children between the age of 6 and 17. Now, while it previously applied to tax returns that were filed in 2021, provision allowed recipients to receive half of the total payments from July to December, and then you filed it on your taxes. Now, studies show that the payments were effective, like people were able to get out of poverty, they were able to buy more food, and just get items that they need for their children. It was a great thing. So what is in Romney's plan? Like, why is it still that side eye, like, what are we talking about, Romney? Now, in his plan, remember, it is just a proposal. It has not been produced to legislation yet, and it's going to be called the Family Secure Act. Now, this bill would pay benefits in monthly checks of up to $350 per child and make it fully available to individuals making up to $200,000 a year, or for couples filing jointly making up to $400,000 a year. Now, children between the ages of 0 and 5, you would get $350 per month, and then from 6 to 17, you would get $250 per month as well. Parents who are pregnant will be eligible to apply and receive the benefits 4 months prior to the child's due date, as well as with a maximum of $1,250 per family. So if you have 2 or 3 kids, the max that you would get would be $1,250. Now, also, it will be administered monthly through the Social Security Administration, and this will only go to children who have a Social Security number as well. And then the annual benefit would be reduced by $50 for every $1,000 of the current child tax credit income. It will phase out the threshold of $200,000 for single filers and then the $400,000 for joint filers. So any overpayments or underpayments, you still will have to get that money when you go to file your taxes for the next year. But Romney original child tax credit proposal, it does not really include any work requirements or how that would be done, and to satisfy like senators on both sides. While his program doesn't spell out like the specifics of the work requirement, he said that hey, they can look and consider what state level programs have, which is like 80 hours of work per month, or any job training program, or even a volunteer work program. Now, a potential work related provision, Romney said, could include like proof of employment from the parent, but he also expressed like his concerns in penalizing parents who choose to stay home and raise their children. You know, he's like, hey, we can require a work requirement, but some parents want to be at home with their children. So, I mean, his proposal was attractive to many Republicans and even some Democrats because it would like defray the cost of the child tax credit. Now, even though he had all this stuff and we're like, okay, you know what, Romney, we're on the bus, right? We're on the bus, we're with you, right? He also wants to make some changes to the tax code. So he wants to eliminate like the head of household filing status. He also wants to eliminate the child independent care tax credit to help offset the cost of child care for working parents. And remember, this year you can get like $8,000 for that. He also would eliminate state and local tax deductions, which is already an issue right now among Democrats. And then he would eliminate like 10F, so the temporary assistance for needy families, and make some major cuts to SNAP, also known as food stamps as well. Now, some advocates do oppose any form of work requirements, and a lot of the Democrats are like, look here, wait a minute. All this stuff that's in the fine print, it sounds good, but work requirements may be fine if there was like a 2-parent household, but single parents that live like in expensive cities, they might struggle to work and pay for childcare. So if we remove the childcare, how are they going to be able to pay for it? And then if we're looking at removing like social programs like tax deductions that help families, and then also removing SNAP, at the end of the day, it's going to be a wash. Like, it's going to be a deficit at best, and this could be a lot worse for families than helping them. So what I think, honestly, just my opinion, I think he has a working plan. I don't think it's the best plan at all. However, I am happy that he's keeping the child tax credit at the forefront because a lot of people aren't talking about it right now. I think senators need to use this as like a starting point. And hey, like, you know, maybe the $350, we're going to keep that, but eliminating TANF, nope, we're not going to do that. And so use his document maybe as a starting foundation. But I mean, the fact that he has something that's coming along, because as of right now, no one is discussing any suggestions on keeping the child tax credit on the docket. I mean, that's what we have right now. So is it a good starting point, a focal point? Absolutely. But does some things need to go? Absolutely as well. Because if it's going to be a wash and you get $350, but then you lose your benefits over here, it's no different than what just happened with the cost of living adjustment when it comes to Social Security. We've seen that they got the 5.9 increase, but then Medicare costs went up, and not only did Medicare premiums go up, then they lost their, on the other hand, they lost their SNAP benefits. It was reduced as well. So, I mean, where did they benefit at? So this is what we have going on, guys. Let me know, what do you think thus far about the proposal? I'm just here to report the news. I don't know what may happen. It doesn't sound like it may grant, you know, it doesn't sound like it may garner bipartisan support, but I mean, it's a good starting point. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you think about the child tax credit? Do you hope that it comes back? Are you like, nope, I'm good, just file at tax time? Let me know. I would love to read your comments, as well as go ahead and grab a copy of my ebook for $14.97. And then grab you some Amazon Prime for free, right, before the prices increase, guys. And that's all I have. I will talk to you later, Gator. Bye, guys.